on the train. I'ma throw you on the train. Let me put you on the train. I'ma throw you on the train.
So you tell me your name, Swiss. Why do you sound so different? Why are your eyes black? Are you rolling Earth and do you worship the devil? Are you in some type of cult? Do you sacrifice babies and do witchcraft on the left?
It isn't just about morality. It's about the whole spectrum of things that the John Birch Society deals with has a foundation in this conflict between two fundamentally opposite, contradictory worldviews. The first worldview, the Judeo-Christian worldview, is that we are created in the image of God.
Gentlemen, I give you the Asian. Ooh. Compact, hairless, and fiercely intelligent. The penises, while tiny, are extremely efficient. We're projecting 10 billion within 5 years. Also, there'll be different varieties that will all hate each other for some reason.
Do they eat just like regular food?
No, the opposite.
And then we were given standards that we're supposed to live by regarding sexuality, regarding family and marriage. That's called the Judeo-Christian sexual ethic. Monogamous, heterosexual marriage for life.
Forever. 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 Forever.
The contradictory, opposite perspective I call the gay ethic of sexual license. And that's because that's the essence of what this movement is all about. The idea that there shouldn't be any restrictions on sexual conduct outside of the principle of mutual consent.
Ask me about my wiener!
And that these two contradictory worldviews have been in conflict and at war to decide who is going to prevail in our society in America. We are the dominant culture of the world. And what happens in the United States happens across the globe. And they have known this for a very long time.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah!
And that battle has been fought throughout the centuries in different times and different places. It always comes down to that. Are we going to do what God said, or are we going to do what our flesh wants?
Why are you doing this, Anton? I don't know. You're beefing up on your buddy.
I know who you are. I don't want to hurt you.
Then don't.
It's not me. It's my hand. It's like I have no control over my hand. Ah!
And that decision came to a head first in Germany and then here in the United States. The roots of the homosexual political movement, the modern homosexual political movement, go back to the 1860s in Germany with a man named Karl Heinrich Ulrichs, the so-called grandfather of gay rights. Ulrichs had been molested as a boy.
A lot of people who go into prison straight, and when they come out, they're gay. So did something happen while they were in there?
When he became an adult, he was an attorney, and he used his influence in order to try to overthrow and repeal paragraph 175 of the German legal code, which criminalized sodomy. He's the inventor of the born that way argument, right? He called it the third sex theory. He said that male homosexuals are really female souls trapped inside men's bodies, and lesbians are really male souls trapped inside
At the dawn of man, the souls finally found bodies which they could grab onto. They attached themselves to all mankind, which still to this day causes all our fears, our confusions, and our problems.
Anyway, you get the idea. It gets very confusing, believe me. But anyway, this is the idea that they're born this way. It's God's fault. He kind of mixed up the spirits with the bodies, and therefore, in fact, these guys, him and his close associates, were the ones that invented the term homosexual.
My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark.
Homosexual was invented just like the word gay was stolen and redefined in order to create it was part of a propaganda campaign to create a euphemism or a new way to explain something that was really dirty and give it a new title that didn't sound so dirty.
I still don't think porch monkey should be considered a racial term. I mean, I've always used it to describe lazy people, not lazy black people. I think if we really tried, we could reclaim porch monkey and save it.
Because what homosexuals were called before, that was sodomites, always associated with, Genesis 19, the practice of sodomy. But when Ulrichs and his close associates, they invented this term homosexual to take the perspective away from this idea of a moral weakness and to create the idea of a medical condition. And of course, if somebody's got a medical condition that they're born with, you certainly can't have the kind of hostility toward them that you would if you think that they're engaging in behavior that they can control.
Dr. David Banner, physician, scientist, searching for a way to tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have. Then an accidental overdose of gamma radiation alters his body chemistry. And now when David Banner grows angry or outraged, a startling metamorphosis occurs. The creature is driven by rage and pursued by an investigative reporter.
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.